So many of us are always looking for the healthiest option when it comes to toast, and you know, that comforting feeling of having it. Jeremy, I think you have actually nailed the best option for toast out there.
I think so.
We've got these cool guys sitting in front of us.
Exactly. What we are going to do today is just make some sweet potato toast. What I love about sweet potato toast is you can prep it, it's easy. You can even do it in your toaster once you've kind of prepped it all. And it's a little bit more filling than just, you know, regular toast. So it's a nice one for any kind of sweet or savory breakfast idea. Yeah.
The number one thing that is sticking out to me right now is there's like no hidden elements as well. Like you go into the grocery store and you look at a package of, bread, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, I'm down the rabbit hole. I keep reading. This is one ingredient.
It's one thing. And we're even gonna leave the skin on, so it's just gonna be exactly as you see it, just chopped up.
And this is a sweet potato from what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's different types of sweet potato. I know here in Canada and in the States, we call yams sweet potatoes, but technically these are both a sweet potato. We have Hannah, which is more your white ones, and then we have the garnet, which is more like the...
You are so cool. All right, so let's get our recipe started here for what I think is gonna be the best toast out there.
Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna cut them up. So the whole idea is to cut them into 1/4 inch wedges. That's what we're gonna do, just take off the tops and the bottoms. That. These are pretty big, so if this is too big for you, just half them. So we'll just cut these 1/4 inch thick.
And the reason why we're doing them all consistent is just because of the heat that's happening in the oven to cook them consistent-wise?
You mean for like the sizing?
Yes.
Yeah, the better we can make them the same thickness, the more consistent they will cook.
Okay.
Yeah. So these ones we're not gonna oil. You definitely can if you want, but the whole goal of these is to, once again, to make them as simple and clean as possible. So we're not gonna do that.
I find that's one of the beauties about cooking plant-based as well, is you start to really realize you don't need a lot.
No, exactly. Yeah.
There's so much flavor.
Just plants.
Yeah.
Just need the plants. So we're gonna kind of play today. We're gonna try using, the more of the sweeter one versus the garnet.
Okay.
Both will work out great. I find because this one has a little bit more sugar involved, it holds its shape a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
But if someone is doing something, that'd be more up your alley. If someone's doing something a little bit more sugar-free or, thinking it that way, or they're kind of really counting their calories, they might want to look into the garnet instead.
Very good point. Thank you. It's great to hear you've got different options, especially when you've got such awesome toast.
Yeah, let's put them in the oven.
So you've come up with 3 really creative ideas to put onto this toast, and one of them involves the blender.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're making a nice smoky chipotle sauce to go on our baked beans and our avocado dish. And that's gonna be a really nice, smoky, savory, and I love chipotle sauce. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, that sounds great. So we don't have that many ingredients out here, so it's gotta be pretty simple.
Oh yeah,
super
super easy.
What do we start with?
We're gonna start with some water. Like that. Apple cider vinegar. Put that in there. Nutritional yeast, which has the B vitamins, B12.
My goodness.
We always talk about it.
And it's got like that cheesy flavor to it, which is so delicious.
Yeah. Tahini, about 1/2 cup.
Also very good.
Now this one here, this is the chipotle sauce with the adobo. So you can always get it pre-done. I've never actually made it by scratch.
Okay.
It's just a lot easier to get like this. So.
And you were raving about the flavor of this.
Oh yeah, it smells like.
Oh, there's that chipotle.
That's that nice smoky
So
smell.
where would you find this? Grocery store?
I think any kind of grocery store pretty much would have it. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. That is definitely worth getting. That smells delicious.
Just a little bit of salt, smoked paprika, and then we're gonna finish off with some lime. Then all we have to do now is blend. Right, so now it's nice and combined, and the sauce is ready to go.
Let's get that on the toast. So when it comes to making sure you're getting all your greens in, you've even created a spread idea that we can put onto the toast?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is a edamame avocado mash. So it's a nice way, when you think about health in mind, we all love our avocado, but too much avocado can be a little bit too much, right?
It can. A little bit too many fats, a little bit too heavy.
Yeah, so by mixing it with the edamame, we're gonna have a little bit lighter, a little higher in protein, great one for our toast.
Awesome.
And it's super easy to do. So all we're gonna do is core of the avocado, and we're gonna put it in with the edamame. This. We are going to probably use about the same amount of avocado to the edamame.
So you've got some lime squeezed in there as well.
We got half a lime. We got the avocado, a little bit of salt, and I'm just gonna use a whisk and just kind of mash it in.
Okay.
You can use a fork. You know, our avocado is a little bit firm today, but you can definitely use whatever you want to mix that in. Yeah. All right, and that's exactly how it should look.
And we are set, and it probably won't go brown as fast either because you've got a couple different elements in there.
Yeah, we have the lime in there, you know, and it is a lot of the edamame, so that's gonna keep it green without browning. Our toast is now ready, and you can see the two types of sweet potato are perfect. I always find the garnet to be a bit more soft. Now, because we've done all these, we're not gonna eat them all today, but what we can do is we can keep them in the fridge or a freezer, and whenever we wanna have one, we can just pop them in our toaster and they're gonna heat up just like a regular toast would. So let's dress them up. We're gonna let's do one of each here. That. So, we're gonna start with our baked bean. Now this is a baked bean recipe that we had done before, so if you wanna try this one, I definitely suggest that you do it. It's a sugar-free, all-natural baked bean dish that we use.
There's not even any oil in there, is it?
No, yeah, it's an oil-free, thank you. Yes, oil-free, and it is just sweetened with dates.
Delicious. So you're gonna throw this on top of the toast.
Yep.
And that is actually one that you can find as well in our beautiful TV segments.
Definitely, yeah.
Super easy, just throwing it right on top there.
We're gonna dress this one up with a little bit of shallots.
And I love the idea of this, like you are creating some savory ones, and then you've obviously got toast, and we've got almond butter that's coming up here.
Exactly.
So lots of different options.
Yeah. So now we have our baked beans with a bit of chive, and then we're gonna do the avocado with edamame.
Ooh, love those colors comboed there.
Looks nice, right? A few tomatoes.
I can totally see myself in the morning popping that into a toaster,
Yeah.
throwing the mash right on top, and having that as a breakfast.
And that's your avocado and toast. Yeah, a little bit of lime. And then we're gonna do a drizzle of our chipotle on top. And that's gonna give like a really nice flavor.
Oh my goodness.
And the third one, we're gonna make it a little bit more sweet. So we're gonna layer some almond butter, banana, some granola, and if you want, a little bit of maple syrup.
So this would probably be like a snack option or your best breakfast option to go with?
Yeah, or even say you're doing a brunch and you have people coming over, doing all three of these would be such a great way to like enjoy different flavors, and it wouldn't be that hard because you just
I'm gonna
have it all
invite you over
together.
for brunch every single time.
If you make it, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so what are you gonna start off
Yeah,
with
so
here?
we're gonna start off with a bit of our almond butter. Just gonna lay that down. That. A few pieces of banana.
So something I find as a great tip for almond butter when you're going through the grocery store, taking a look at what you're gonna grab, make sure to read the ingredients on the back. I have been very surprised by the amount of almond butters that are out there that actually have like corn syrups in them and stuff like that as fillers.
Yeah.
So if you can, grab yourself a raw almond butter.
Yeah.
And this really is all the flavor that you need.
Exactly. Yeah.
That looks wonderful. I think we've got to try this. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. How messy can we get?
Cheers. You know, it's not bread, but it's good. And if we even
my
toasted
gosh.
this longer, it would actually be crunchy.
It would literally be bread. And you know what? It still provides, like the reason why it took so long to take the bite, it still really provides that base that you would generally get in bread.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you kind of think you can just take a bite right off, but no, it's got that consistency. I'm absolutely in love with this. We might have to do some kind of like arm wrestle to figure out who's going to eat this one. Okay, perfect. I love that idea.
Yep.
Good. Okay. One from
What I
this
like
side.
about that is it has a crunch from the granola. So it's gonna taste, so you're gonna get the texture of the crunchiness, and that's gonna really mix it up as far as texture.
So you've also introduced two different types of sweet potatoes here. The one, obviously, that's lighter.
Yep.
That is much more sweeter. I love that for people at home that want to go with more of like a sweeter option. It's not just the toppings itself. You were very right. It was the actual sweet potato itself. So if you love the recipe, love that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to us. And as always, you will find the link for the recipe in the description below. Plants out.
That's out.